whoever is interested to do the higher education is suitable under this pathway. And the final pathway we have is the business proposal or the business visa program. So under this pathway, we have like entrepreneur, startup visa. So like where whoever is ready to invest or whoever is planning for a small scale business or a large scale business, whoever is having a plan to migrate, but your age limit is not exceeded the Canadian age limit or Australian, so that we have an immigration lawyer who will give you more information on this, which pathway under the business you can plan your business, so that whoever is not suitable under the first three pathway, you can use this pathway. It's a very good pathway. To know more information, later our immigration and principal director of Canada, she will join us later so that she will give you more information on this. Okay, so as I already told you, for the employer sponsorship program, so whoever is eligible under this pathway, so whoever is under this listed occupation, and your age limit should be between 19 to 45, and you should have minimum last 5 years of skill experience under this listed occupation or a semi-skilled worker. So if you are under this listed occupation, you are suitable for the employer sponsorship program. So I will read out the list of occupations: agriculture equipment technician, appliance service technician, auto body and collision technician, automotive service technician, boiler maker or assistant, bricklayer or bricklayer helper, cabinet maker or cabinet maker helper, rough or finish carpenter helper, concrete finisher or concrete finisher helper, construction general worker, drywall finisher and plasterer, electronics technician and electrician or assistant electrician, floor covering installer or floor covering installer helper, pipe fitter, gas fitter or steam fitter or assistant pipe fitter, glacier or glacier helper, heavy duty equipment technician like heavy movers, and heavy equipment operator like dozer, excavator, tractor, loader, and backhoe, industrial mechanic, millwright, or assistant industrial mechanic, instrumentation and control technician, insulator, heat and frost, and helper of insulator, iron worker, generalist, reinforcing structural, or assistant iron worker, landscape horticulturist or workers, landscape technician, machinist or machine operator, metal fabricator, fitter or operator, painter and decorator, plumber or assistant plumber, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanic or assistant mechanic, roofer or roof helper, sheet metal worker or assistant sheet metal worker, sprinkler fitter or assistant sprinkler fitter, tool and die maker or assistant tool and die maker, truck and transport mechanic like bus, lorry, etc., heavy truck and transport drivers, tile or stone cutter and setter, welder or operator, window and door installer helper, auto body repairer and painter. And in food and beverage, we have like cook, chef, baker, restaurant supervisor, manager, housekeeping or housekeeping executive. And in healthcare, we have like nurse, nursing aide, massage therapist, and aesthetician. So these are the listed occupation under employer sponsorship pathway. So whoever is under this listed occupation, you can kindly drop your email, name, number, and with your occupation immediately along with your resume, so that my team will call you as early as possible to validate and fix quickly an appointment with our sales consultant, so that you can get more information which pathway is more suitable for you. So now I would like to introduce our immigration manager, Miss Christina from Australia. Currently, she is residing in Sydney. So very good evening, Christina. Welcome to the weekly webinar and the jobs pre-interview session as well.
Yes, hello everyone. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So wherever you are in the world. So thank you for joining us today. So I'm here to give you more information about our employer sponsorship program, as well as the services that we will be providing you. So it will include the unlimited English language training. So we will train you either for the IELTS, the PTE, and the CELPIP. And also we will be guiding and training you for the skilled trade certification or license, if any. Yeah, I think yes, should be joining as a co-host. Okay, so 1 minute, please. So while we are sharing the screen.
Yeah, sorry, Christina, who's the host?
Rosie,
Yes.
Who's sharing the screen?
you can make Rosie as host.
Okay. Yeah, she's a host. Sorry, I took back the host. That's the reason.
All right, yes. So no worries on that. So to continue on, so we mentioned that once you become our registered member with MK, we will be providing you with a relevant skilled trade certification or license, if any. So say you're a trade worker. So take note that you would need a license for certain trade if you want to work in Australia, Canada, or even in New Zealand. So we will be preparing and guiding and training you for this. At the same time, we also offer the job search and branding and the job and employer sponsorship program. It's free from the employer side. However, you should also do a process on your side for the candidate side. It will also include our visa services, such as the work permit service and the permanent resident visa and relocation services as well. Now let's move on to the benefits of immigrating to any of these three countries. I will turn you over once again to Aji to give you more information on this.
Thank you, KR. So now we will move on to the benefits of immigration and jobs pathway. So you can bring your whole family to enjoy a new lifestyle even if you are under work permit. Also, if you are a skilled worker, you can earn around 5,000 plus OT 1.5 times. And if you are a semi-skilled worker, you can earn around 4,500 plus OT 1.5 times. And if you are a professional, you can earn around 5,000 to 15,000. This is for per month. Also, you can get a support with a spouse with income minimum of 3,000 per month. You can also get a free education for all your children so that you can save around $1,000 per month. Also, you can get free medical benefits even if you are under work permits. Also, you can get a passive income by buying a house, car, and property, which will give you income of minimum 1 to 2 millions in 5 years of time period. So these are the benefits of immigration and jobs pathway. So now we have the next pathway is the nursing, immigration, and the jobs program. So I'll turn you over to Christina again.
Okay, now let's move on to our last program, which is the NIJP, the Nurse Immigration and Jobs Program. So as you know, with the current situation happening all over the world, you know that if you're someone who's working in the healthcare industry, then definitely your occupation is in demand, especially in these three countries. So how MK can help you is that we will be providing you the license or help you get your nursing license for if you want to work as a registered nurse. That is for both work permit and PR visa. That is one way. The second way is to step down as a nursing aide and then go to Canada or even in New Zealand. And then later on, once you land there, you take the necessary exam or licensure to become a registered nurse. So this program will also include the unlimited English language training, skilled licenses, even employers' work permit to permanent resident visa pathway.
Okay, so the urgent jobs for this week is nursing aides 50, roofer helper 10, heavy CNC machinist 5, construction worker in metal work 2, landscaping laborer general worker 5, production chef 2, line cook 5, tile setter 5, truck and coach technician 20, glacier or glacier helper 10, roofer or roofer helper 10, construction carpenter helper 10, flat roofers 5, automotive service technician 5, cooks 4, auto body collision technician 4, automotive electrical technician 2, sewing machine operator 10, sandblaster 4, pressure welder 4, windows and door installer helper 5, field combustion boiler technician 3, heavy duty equipment truck mechanic 10, landscape senior landscape technician 5, massage therapist reflexologist aesthetician 5, concrete form carpenter 10, finish carpenter helper 10, cabinet assembler helper 6, lifeguard 5, lawn and garden equipment technician 5, pipe fitter helper 5, general woodworker 5, marble cutter 3, CNC machinist with BMC and HMC experience 10, metal fabricator 3, truck and coach mechanic 5, automotive service technician 5, auto body repairer 5, sushi chef 5, HVAC technician 2, mechanical installation technician in truck and trailer 5, ready mix concrete driver 10. So these are the urgent jobs for this week. Maybe if you have last 5 years or minimum 2 years of experience, you can go as a semi-skilled worker. If you have last 5 years, you can move as a skilled worker. So whoever is having these occupations or current position, kindly drop your email, name, number, email ID. What is your occupation? What is your last 5 years of experience? So that my team will contact you immediately and we will check your eligibility to have a one-to-one consultation to move you forward to reach your dream destination. I think we can move to the next slide. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce our CEO of MK Group, Mr. Anna Durai, and he is a founder and CEO of MK Group Singapore, and he is a registered employment and migration advisor, and he holds a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering with more than 20 years of in-depth experience in immigration, recruitment, and manufacturing engineering. Also, his expertise valuable to client seeking skill assessment and overall profile review to support all kinds of visa types. So I think he joined today. And very good evening, sir. Welcome to the weekly webinar and the pre-interview session.
Yeah, hi. I think thank you so much, everyone. I'm here, but I can find the past again. Okay, I will show my slides once again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, the staff here. I think few staff is here. One second, I will. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, I will share my screen now. Maybe you can see my screen, right, Ajita?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for the meeting today. So I'm going to give you overview about our programs, all our programs. My name is Anna Durai, so I'm from Singapore. Our head office in Singapore, of course. So right now I'm in Toronto. And I'm taking care of the Toronto office as well. So that's the reason I'm here. So I'm going over our programs. So you can see like which program you are suitable, right? So right now, immigration to Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. This is a 3 country we are doing. These 3 countries are immigration country. So other rest of the world, most of the countries are migration country. What is the meaning of immigration and migration mean? Immigration, you can come here temporarily or permanently. You can settle here in this country for permanent, right? So getting permanent resident visa, bringing your family, children can go to the school, and all the family members are 100% covered by the medical, even a small fever until the big surgery, everything is covered by the government of Canada or Australia and New Zealand. So these 3 countries are immigration country. But if you try to go to like European countries, language problem is there. Second thing is immigration is not that much possibilities there. You have to wait longer. Then I don't think so you can get immigration for that countries. Like Singapore is the second richest country in the world, but the thing is like you can't able to go there and settle, right? The high expenses, and even if you are there in the country, like you can't get a permanent resident visa. So if you want to come to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, there is a lot of opportunities are there. But how you going to get these benefits, right? So I'm going to explain to Canada, Australia, how the systems work. Right now, after pandemic, a lot of changes happen, but still the points are high. to get direct permanent resident visa. But there is an option for you. Canada, I can say like trade workers having a very good opportunity to come to Canada, direct permanent resident visa. I will explain later. So always is open for Australia. There is a trade workers can go direct permanent resident visa, but you have like a good in English, not superior in English like professionals, but good in English is enough. Other than that, like professionals, ITs, those all professionals coming to Canada, direct permanent resident visa or Australia, you need to be a superior English. If you have a really good English, let us know. We can try for you a direct permanent resident visa. So other than that, the people you need to try alternate pathway, which is temporary resident visa pathway. So business owners definitely good, direct PR possibilities there. But let us know if you're looking for direct permanent resident visa, then we will work for you direct permanent resident visa. Other than that, other alternate method, the number one best method I can say is called employer sponsorship program. So we have that program, but limited occupation. We can't able to work for all the occupation to bring employers. It is impossible in this country. But we can able to help you to bring a skilled trade workers, like in the construction industry, like carpenter, roofer, scaffolders, painter, everything considered a skilled occupation, skilled trade occupation. Semi-skilled occupation consider also possibilities that all assistant helpers are considered semi-skilled or skilled occupation and assistants are considered semi-skilled. But I'm seeing in Singapore, a lot of skilled trade workers having 10 years experience, but the document wise, they are not strong. Because in MOM, they're saying construction worker only, they are not like a roofer or carpenter. But those kind of people, instead of coming under the construction worker, give your right document, true document, 100% true document. We will help you to bring you here under the workers visa and talk to the employer, come here, show your experience to the employer. We will change your title to the skilled code, which is like carpenter trades or any of the trades you are, right? So that is possibilities there. So we can call it a skilled trade workers and semi-skilled workers, which is not only a construction industry, engineering industry, welder, fabricator, fitters, those kind of occupation. F&B side, cook and chef, supervisors, massage therapies, kind of things. And hospitality side is include also in the F&B side as well as the nursing side. Nursing side is like nurses and nursing aides are heavily demand in this country. That is also we have employer. So if you wanted to check my list, go to mkmigration.com. Check the website, there is employer sponsorship is there. You check whether you are eligible for the occupation. If you're eligible, contact us, we can bring employer. So one thing I want to tell you, our charges is very, very low compared to the market price. We charge only visa fees and English charges or whatever you are opting for that, right? So 100% recruitment is free because MK group of companies is not recruitment company. Yes, Singapore, our company is one of the companies is consultancy firm, is a recruitment company. All around the world, we have a lot of partners. Those are recruiters. They can help you. But the recruitment fees are free. We don't charge to anything to the candidate. Actually, employer have to pay. So employers are paying for the recruitment. So those are considered recruitment fee. Okay, but 100% recruiters are companies are paying to the recruiters. Those recruiters are in the overseas, right? So our country's companies in Toronto also recruitment company, but other regions also we have a partners. So don't worry about this things, but recruitment is free. That's only you need to understand. The second thing is like other things are chargeable, right? So nobody is going to give, employer not going to give you your English training, your trade certification, and your licenses, nobody willing to pay. But if it is pay, you are a lucky draw. So if not pay, still you have to affordable of this. So that is called employer sponsorship program. So the second one is called trade certificate program. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of trades are eligible to come to Canada or Australia using the trade certificate, which means no need to wait for employer. Apply the trade certificate, you have experience, you have educational qualification, put them into the file and get the assessment done. Once assessment is done, then you become like to get a certified person here. But in Canada, you need to write the exam in Canada. Australia is online also possible, or go to the nearest country like your country, also possible to get the certificate. If you have that, chances of getting approval of invitation of PR or provincial PR are very highly chances is there. I can say like if you put into the pool, you have a relevant score, then the chances of invitation is almost 100%. So that is amazing program. So another amazing program what we have is called Nursing Immigration and Jobs Program. So nurses are heavily demanded in this country. I saw Christina has explained that slide. Nurses are heavily demanded in this country. So we have a two options for you. If you want direct permanent resident visa, we can help you, but you need a license. But without license, also you can get invitation, but you need high English level. This is the two things is there. Okay. High English level mean proficient level is get a license. You direct PR is need more than a proficient level. So if you have that, definitely we can help you. Direct permanent resident visa is possible in this country. Nurses and nursing aides. So, but that's just, some people is like saying like, oh, I'm not able to score the nurse score, but I'm a nurse. I can't able to go. Step down as a nursing aide, come to Canada, start to work. We can get a permanent resident visa. Even when we are your nursing aide in Canada, I can apply work permit and PR together. Not necessary to apply separately. Apply together. Even a lot of trade workers can apply work permit and PR together. Not necessary to wait for the experience to gain in this country. Without experience in this country, you can apply PR, but employer have to sponsor you. But only applicable for trades, occupation, and nursing aides, and a lot of truck drivers are eligible in Canada as well. So skilled immigration, that is what the nurses program. So if you are not able to get, we can get employer, or without employer nurses program is possible. So the last but least is called direct permanent resident visa program. So professionals are eligible, but you have to let us know how much the English you can able to score. There is a still chances is there. I can't say very high chances, but still chances is there. But student visa is amazing for everyone, right? If you're not eligible in this, like I'm not have employer, I'm not a nurse, what to do? Student visa is the best visa. Always you can come under the student visa. Canada, you can work full-time job. Australia, New Zealand, you can work part-time job. So if you come there in the student visa, you can earn, so let's pay the fees, and 1 year, 1.5 years course or 2 years course complete, you can get open work permit, and eventually that is leads to permanent resident visa. We can guide you all the things in what you wanted. Definitely student visa is another visa. So another is called business visa. A lot of people thinking business visa mean investing a lot. Yes, business without investment also possible, and even without starting the business also possible. I think Maria will explain a little bit more on the business visa, but a lot of people are eligible to go business visa. Without starting a business, you can get a business visa, and even without having a lot of funds also, you can have to go with this visa pathway. Let me discuss. Okay, all the programs are unlimited. English is inside. Skilled trade certification, which is nothing but license, are inside. Nurses kind of things is license. Truck drivers is license is involved. Most of the program we can success in 6 to 12 months time. So most of the candidates are getting 6 to 12 months time. Some may a little bit more, but this is the time duration to get your success here. So my contact detail is here. My WhatsApp number is there. If you are having anything, let me know your resume. I will tell you what is a pathway. Then if you are really interested, I will schedule with my team. The team will be calling you to book appointment, and definitely you are eligible to, most of the program you are eligible, but let me know. So now that we need to go for the question answer, and Ajita, you can take over.
Rosie, can you share the screen of Q&A? And sir, is Maria join?
I can. Maria join?
No, I'm checking with you. Is she's going to join today?
Yeah, she said she can join.
Okay.
I will call her. Meantime, you can ask the question.
All right.
I will go with the next slide.
Okay, sir. Okay, so the first question for today is from Sujeto. Is it possible for Indonesian to apply for a job as a massage therapist in Canada?
Yeah, massage therapist is one of my occupation listed. Definitely, it's not nationality basis, occupation basis. So we have massage therapists also, but from Indonesia, you need to think our fees is willing to pay or not. Because as I mentioned, recruitment is free. However, there is additional cost involved about your visas, about your language training, about your skills training, everything is a cost involved. You have to invest also. Employer have to invest on you, and you also have to invest on you, right? So let us know if you are eligible. So with me, I think Christina also joined today. She's from Sydney. She can help you about the New Zealand employer pathway or Australia. Other pathways are like, as I mentioned, certificate and other direct PR also. She can help us. Like Christina joined with me. We're waiting for Miss Maria. You can ask the questions if you have.
All right. So the next question is from Rajidi Almaro. I am automotive service technician in Saudi Arabia for 5 years, and I'm here in Philippines now. Can I go directly to your office here in Philippines and apply?
Yeah, Christina.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, Aji, can you please repeat the question again?
Okay, so the question is from Rat Almero. I'm automotive service technician in Saudi Arabia for 5 years, and I'm here in Philippines now. Can I go directly to your office here in Philippines and apply?
Yes, yes. So definitely you can visit our office. So our office is also in the chat box. It's located in Makati City. At the same time, you can contact our team. It's also in the chat box, and kindly answer the details in the SS or in the link so that our team can also contact you. But definitely automotive technicians are in demand in Canada. So we
I
can
want to tell
guarantee you that you can get an employer or a client with this occupation.
Okay, so I think Christina said is right. So we have a lot of automotive related peoples are looking for. If you are in Manila, so I want to give you a little bit about Manila's process. As we mentioned, MK Group, we have MK Consultancy, MK Immigration, MK Migration, a lot of companies under the roof. But in Philippines, if you wanted to go to register with us, either you can go and meet our office in Makati. Some of the staff will help you. But if first of all, you need to go with our associated recruitment consultancy first. So we have associated recruitment consultancy first. Go and meet them. They are the one going to advise you how the recruitment processing work, right? So what is the fees involved and what is not fees involved, right? So they will explain. Recruitment fees is not involved, that is free of cost, but there is other charges is involved, right? So there is, as I mentioned earlier, trade certification is cost involved, language testing is cost involved, visas are cost involved. This is all the other, they will explain to you also. You can either go meet my company directly, the same thing they're going to explain, you have to go to the recruitment company also. Either one is enough, not necessary to go to both companies, but we are working this way. With us, Ms. Maria joined. She's our principal immigration consultant and from Toronto with me in Toronto office. So she's joining here. She have a team of immigration consultant and lawyers. She's the principal person to work with those people, and those are going to file your application in Canada. Today, Ms. Maria joined. You can ask the questions. All the questions are similar. If you Australia, New Zealand also, the ways are similar, but the point systems are a little bit changed. But all the programs are same. So, but anything is a little bit needed about English and requirements are different. At the time, I will let you know. I think Christina will explain about English to Australia as well as New Zealand. Maria will explain about Canada, but rest of the visa program and all the programs are similar. So Miss Maria is joining. Maria, I already explained everything to Canada, a little bit to business visa and overall to other programs also. We can start.
Perfect. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Laseva-Malo, and I'm the Principal Immigration Consultant with MK. I have over 20 years of experience dealing with various areas of immigration law. So basically with MK here, we can provide you with different kind of services from permanent immigration to temporary residency as well, such as work permits, study permit, visitors visas. But eventually most people's goal is to get permanent residency. So we can definitely get you there through either our ESP program, which is essentially a work permit pathway route where you will come to Canada, you will work here, and afterwards you'll be able to apply for permanent residency. There's also other options such as business immigration, and business immigration deals with either investments or if you want to start up a business here, or if a company you're working in right now has a division in Canada and they want to transfer you and you're in one of the management positions, then there's also an option there. So there's also startup visa option, which is an investment pathway where you invest money and you basically will be able to get direct permanent residency. There's also provincial nomination entrepreneur categories, which will enable you to get permanent residency within a few years after you satisfy the requirement of the business in that province. And again, this is also an investment pathway. So there's many different ways to immigrate to Canada. If you're especially looking into the business option, then you can definitely contact any of our staff and they could set up a one-on-one consultation with me so we can discuss the options and which way would be the best one for you to immigrate to Canada. But other than that, our ESP program is a really great program and probably one of the best ones to be able to get permanent residency in Canada, because right now to go through the direct route, it is pretty difficult because the CRS score is high. But once you come and work in Canada, you also qualify into the Canadian Experience class, which does make it easier to get an invitation. Plus, because you already have the work experience and your English will get better, then your chances are a lot higher to get permanent residency once you already worked here.
Thank you, Maria. So I think Ajita, you can go over the question answer who are raised the hand until 9 o'clock. We can discuss about question answer. And after that, our staff will come and explain about their urgent position in their hand. So anyone wanted to apply as your like employer sponsorship program or anything, you let us know. There is click the link in the chat box and enter your name, email address, and phone number, especially occupation and what kind of position you're applying, so that my team will let us know to call you and we can fix appointment. That is applicable only for employer sponsorship program. So other than that, you can chat box, you can put your name, email address, phone number, again, occupation and what position apply for. Then definitely my team will contact you to give you the more information and sign up with you. So normally we have a sign up, gold member and platinum member. So gold member is a small commitment member, like give us a small advance amount, that's 100% refund policy applied. Platinum members, you need to be invest on study something, get the license, improve your English, ready for the interview. So that is what the true membership is there. And another one very important information for especially Singapore candidate, especially for the trade workers, like a lot of construction workers, not trade worker, I can say, construction trade workers and construction workers in Singapore. If anyone hear this today, please let your friends also know these things, right? So recently, the last 3-4 months time back, a lot of letters from the immigration officers we received started. But that is like, that our company is more than 13 years doing recruitment in Singapore and globally. But the last 3 months, 4 months back, we started to receive the letter from the IRCC, which the Canadian Immigration Officer started to send. It's called fairness letter. So the fairness letter is stating that the people have submitted a fraud documents. But we inquired the candidate. We found that candidates are knowingly or unknowingly submitting the fraud letters, either fraud experience letter or fraud information inside the resume. That's what the reason you can hear, I put it like a disclaimer, all the information right in your resume, CVs, or we can say like CVs or resumes, should be a true information. Like even a date of birth should be a right information. But date of birth changes is there, let us know. There is notary certification can prove, and you need to passport is eligible to prove. That is called date of birth true information. So in the resume, you put your job title. We noticed like a lot of construction worker in Singapore, MOM title is construction worker. Your company job title may be a supervisor. But our candidates are giving a title is called plumber. But we inquire the plumber who given in. Actually, plumber is not given by anyone. The manager is saying plumber. Our supervisor is saying plumber. So this is wrong information. Originally, the plumber title have to give either by the HR or your boss. These two people are eligible to give you. Supervisor, manager, or your friend. You go and ask them, the friend will give you the title is called a plumber or carpenter. This is not your original title. But a lot of candidates putting their resume, their plumbers, and job description also relevant to the plumbers, 100% relevant. But these two information is misleading your information. This is not only putting into the documents, which is your experience letter, putting into the resume also wrong. You give a notarized letter, go to the notarized lawyer, say that I'm doing this, and you can notarized person, a lawyer don't know anything about this. So after that, if you go to the notarized lawyer, get the letter, also not true information, right? So the CV should have come with the true, real, and honest information. Even CVs or documents, everything. Normally CV, whatever you put it, you need to prove with the documents, right? That is very important for us. So if you do this continuously, people are investing, you are investing, employers are paying money, MK is putting man hours, everything is waste at the end of the day. You are banded or refused and everything. So make sure the resume should be 100% information. But we, MK can give you templates. Don't need to follow the exactly. You can have a rights to edit because your information, you only know. MK staff don't know. If you apply for as carpenter, we will give you carpenter related template. But that template, you need to edit accordingly on your company and give us the real one. If you want, you can put MOM, occupation title, this one, company title, this one, and what kind of trade occupation you're working inside the company, you can put it.